Welcome back to 0 to 60. Now in today's video I've got 5 top tips that you are not going to want to miss, because they are going to help you become a car trader much faster, and it's not going to cost you as much as you think. So let's get straight into it with the 5 top tips. So the first top tip is that you're going to need to make a business plan. Now people think business plan, oh my god, this is going to be so difficult, but actually it's not, because all you need to do is work out your funding and your budgeting. That's really it. So a lot of people are going to think that you're going to need hundreds of thousands of pounds to start up a car business. You don't. It can be done from as little as 500 or £1,000. So that's really achievable for most people. So depending on your plan, it really isn't necessarily going to cost you the earth. So number 2, the second top tip, and that is all you need to do is open a business bank account. Now I've got full details on all the different bank accounts and what you need to do in another video, and I'm going to click that as a link at the end of this video. So if you want to know more about that, stick around for it. Let's move on to the next one. So number 3, the third top tip. Now number 3 is going to be probably your biggest outlay that you're going to be doing to start up the business, and that is trade insurance. But if you're clever about it and you shop around and just take your time, don't rush, you will be able to get a really good deal. So I took my time, and over a few weeks I managed to get the initial quote down from around 2,000 down £700, and that was from the same provider. So first of all, I suggest going and have a look around different providers, not just through comparisons websites, but have a look online. There's many out there. I may do another video on this if it gets enough interest and you want to know exactly how I managed to do it. So that's the biggest outlay for you, but you can always put a small deposit down or pay it monthly and make it more easier in chunks if you need to, if you're starting out with a much smaller business plan budget. I'm giving you these top tips in a specific order because each thing that you do is going to allow you to move on to get the next part. Okay, so things like opening the business bank account, then being able to get insurance, and then you'll be able to go on to the next top tip. Now if this is helping you or you're enjoying the video, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell, because it really helps the channel. And please do share it to anybody else that you might think that this will be helpful. Now let's move on to tip number 4, trade plates. Now once you've got your insurance and you've already opened your bank account to get your insurance, you will now be able to get trade plates. And trade plates these days are a bit of a must, because back in the day you didn't necessarily need them because cars were already taxed, but that is no longer a thing. As soon as a car is transferred into a new owner, whether it's a new customer or a trader, you have to tax the vehicle. Now to get around that, you can use trade plates, and they don't cost the earth. They cost a lot less than you think. It's not difficult to do. Just go onto the government website, take a look. It's very straightforward. Now moving on to the 5th top tip. Now once you've done all these other things that we've talked about in this video in order from 1 to 4, you can then go ahead and start looking at how you're going to get your stock to move on. And the best part of this is that there's many ways of doing that, and I will be doing a video on exactly how I find my stock. But for this video purpose of the 5th top tip, we're going to be talking about auctions. And one of the biggest auctions in the UK is BCA, British Car Auctions. And once you've got all those other things that we've talked about in the video, you will then be able to go on to British Car Auctions and register yourself as a trader, and you've got everything that you need to be able to start bidding on cars and buying cars from the auctions. Now, this isn't the only place that I get cars by any means. There's a lot of other places that I like to go to get cars, but for when you're first starting up, and if you've got a small budget, this is a really good place to start. I'd love to hear exactly what you guys think about the 5 top tips to help you become a car trader. So let me know in the comments.